Hey everyone, welcome back to the deep dive. So today we're diving into your notes on perfecting the push-up.
All right.
It seems like you really want to go beyond the basics and really unlock the potential of this classic exercise.
Yeah, it's interesting. You might be surprised at how much there is to discover about the humble push-up.
Right.
It's a movement with hidden depths.
Yeah. Hidden depths.
Yeah.
I'm all about uncovering hidden depths.
Okay, right.
I always thought push-ups were just like chest and arms, but from the looks of your notes, it's a whole body experience.
Absolutely.
Well,
The push-up is a fantastic example of functional strength training.
Okay.
It engages muscles from head to toe.
Oh, wow.
Mimicking movements we use in everyday life.
Like what?
Carrying groceries,
Yeah.
playing with kids,
Right.
even just maintaining good posture.
Okay, that's already blowing my mind a bit.
All right.
So before we get into all the fancy variations and techniques,
Yeah.
let's just break down the anatomy of a perfect push-up. What are the non-negotiables?
So the foundation of any good push-up is a strong plank position.
Okay.
Think of it as a straight line from the crown of your head to your heels, like a steel rod running through your body.
Steel rod. Okay.
And the key to maintaining that straight line,
Got it.
it's all about core engagement.
Core engagement. I'm sensing a theme here.
You're catching on quickly.
Yeah.
A strong core is essential for preventing the hips from sagging,
Yeah.
which is a common mistake.
Yeah.
That puts unnecessary stress on your lower back.
Right.
Imagine bracing your abs as if you're about to be punched in the gut.
Oh, God.
That's the level of core engagement we're aiming for.
Okay, steel rod, braced abs. Got it.
All right.
What about hand placement?
Okay.
I've heard different things about shoulder width versus wider.
So generally, hands slightly wider than shoulder width is a good starting point.
Okay.
Shoulders should be directly above your wrists with fingers spread wide for stability.
Yeah.
As you lower down, focus on bending your elbows at about a 45-degree angle.
Wait, 45 degrees?
Yes.
Why that specific angle? I feel like I usually go much wider.
Think of it like an arrow pointing back towards your hips.
Okay.
That 45-degree angle helps to evenly distribute the load between your chest, shoulders, and triceps,
Oh.
while minimizing strain on your joints. Flaring your elbows out puts undue stress on your shoulders,
Right.
which can lead to pain and potential injury down the line.
Makes sense. So it's not just about getting your chest to the ground. It's about the entire pathway of the movement.
Exactly. It's a full body symphony of coordinated muscle activation.
Wow, symphony. Okay.
As you lower down, your chest should graze the ground, and then you push back up,
Yeah,
maintaining that rigid plank throughout the entire rep.
gotcha. So controlled lowering,
Yes.
controlled pushing back up,
Yes.
core engaged like a champ.
You got it.
That's the essence of a perfect push-up.
Yes.
It sounds simple enough, but I have a feeling there's some sneaky mistakes that are easy to fall into.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm probably guilty of a few myself.
You're not alone.
Okay, good.
Even seasoned athletes can fall into bad habits.
Right.
So let's talk about some of the most common push-up pitfalls.
Okay, hit me with them.
Okay.
What's the number one offender?
So I'd say the most common mistake is sagging hips. That telltale sign of a disengaged core.
Right.
It happens when people try to muscle through the movement using just their chest and arms,
Right, yeah.
neglecting the all-important core.
Ugh, I've definitely been there, especially towards the end of a set when I'm feeling the burn.
It's tempting to compensate, but it's crucial to prioritize quality over quantity.
Yeah.
Sagging hips not only reduce the effectiveness of the exercise, but also put your spine at risk.
Right.
Remember that steel rod analogy?
Yes.
We want to maintain that straight line throughout the movement.
Okay, no more sagging hips for me.
All right.
What other mistakes should we be on the lookout for?
Another frequent culprit is flaring the elbows,
Oh, yeah.
creating that wider than 45-degree angle we talked about. Yeah.
Often a sign of weak shoulder stabilizers and can lead to shoulder pain
Right.
or even rotator cuff issues over time.
So those shoulder stabilizers are like the unsung heroes of the push-up,
Yeah,
keeping everything in alignment and protecting those delicate joints.
exactly.
Okay.
And finally, a mistake I see all the time is incomplete range of motion. Either not going all the way down or all the way up.
Right.
It's like reading only half a book.
Yeah.
You're missing out on the full story.
Right, and the full strength gains, right.
Exactly.
It's like speaking half the language of the push-up.
Precisely.
JK.
You want to make sure you're lowering down until your chest grazes the ground and
Yes.
pushing back up until your arms are fully extended,
Right.
engaging those muscles through their entire range of motion.
All right, I'm taking notes. No sagging hips, mindful elbows, full range of motion.
You got it.
These are all great things to keep in mind, But what if someone is struggling to even do a single push-up with good form?
Should they just keep trying until they get it?
Not necessarily. If
Fair
you're
enough.
finding the standard push-up too challenging,
Yeah.
it's actually better to scale back
Right.
and build a solid foundation before progressing.
Okay.
Think of it as leveling up your push-up game.
Leveling up. I like it. And I see you have some strategies for doing just that.
Right. So let's talk about some modifications that can help you build strength and perfect your form before tackling the full push-up.
Okay, bring it on.
Right.
So we've covered the importance of scaling back if needed.
Right.
Tell me more about these level up strategies.
Okay.
What are some of the best ways to modify a push-up?
So one of the most accessible modifications is the incline push-up. Instead of having your hands on the ground,
Yeah.
you'll elevate them on a surface like a bench,
Right.
a sturdy chair, or even a wall.
Okay.
This decreases the amount of body weight you're pushing, making it a bit easier,
Right.
while you focus on maintaining that perfect form. That makes sense. So it's like a stepping stone to the full push-up,
Yeah.
allowing you to build strength and confidence.
Exactly.
Okay, what if even an incline push-up feels too challenging?
In that case,
Yeah.
knee push-ups are a great option.
Okay.
You'll start in a high plank position, but with your knees on the ground,
Right.
which further reduces the load on your upper body.
Okay.
The key here is to keep that straight line from your knees to your shoulders,
Right.
engaging your core throughout the movement.
Okay, so we have incline push-ups and knee push-ups.
Yes,
Are there any other modifications that can help build those push-up muscles?
absolutely.
Okay.
Negative push-ups are another fantastic tool for building strength,
Okay.
especially in the eccentric or lowering phase of the movement.
Okay.
You'll start in the high plank position
Right.
and slowly lower yourself down with as much control as possible,
Right.
taking 3 to 5 seconds to reach the bottom.
Oh, wow,
Then
good.
you'll reset to the starting position and repeat. So it's like really emphasizing that down portion of the push-up,
Exactly.
feeling those muscles work.
I like it.
Yeah.
But how do we know when we're ready to move on from these modified versions
Oh, yeah.
to a full push-up?
So a good rule of thumb is when you can comfortably perform 10 to 15 repetitions of a modified push-up with perfect form,
Right.
that's a sign that you've built the necessary strength and stability to progress.
Makes sense. It's a journey, not a race.
That's right.
And speaking of journeys, this deep dive has already opened my eyes to the complexity of the push-up.
Yeah.
I never realized how many factors are involved.
It really is a multifaceted movement.
Right.
And we haven't even touched on the importance of breathing yet.
Breathing.
Yeah.
I mean, I get that we need to breathe,
Yes.
but is there a specific way we should be breathing during a push-up?
You'd be surprised how much of an impact your breath has
Okay.
on exercise performance,
Yeah.
even for something as seemingly simple as a push-up.
Okay, now I'm really intrigued. Tell me more. So many people instinctively hold their breath during the exertion phase of a push-up.
Okay.
That moment when they're pushing back up,
Right.
this can actually create tension in the body and limit your range of motion.
So I shouldn't be holding my breath.
Not ideally, no.
Okay. What should I be doing instead?
The key is to breathe rhythmically
Okay.
throughout the entire movement. Inhale as you lower your body down towards the ground,
Okay.
and exhale as you push back up.
Inhale down, exhale up. Got it.
Yeah.
But how does that actually help?
So think of your breath as a way to regulate your internal pressure.
Okay.
Inhaling as you lower down creates space in your chest cavity,
Right.
allowing your diaphragm to descend and your rib cage to expand.
Okay.
This helps to stabilize your core and maintain spinal alignment.
That's fascinating. I never thought about breathing as a way to stabilize my core.
It's a powerful tool, and it's not just about stability.
Okay.
Exhaling as you push up helps to engage your deep core muscles, providing extra power and support for the movement.
So it's like I'm using my breath to fuel the push-up,
Exactly.
providing both stability and power.
Precisely.
Oh, okay.
And beyond the physical benefits,
Yeah.
focusing on your breath can also help to calm your mind
Okay.
and increase your awareness of your body's sensations.
It's almost like a moving meditation,
Yeah,
bringing mindfulness to the push-up.
I like that.
Yeah.
And it's a principle that can be applied to any type of exercise.
Right.
By paying attention to your breath, you can enhance your performance, prevent injury, and even make your workouts more enjoyable.
Okay. I'm definitely going to be paying more attention to my breathing from now on.
All right.
It's like unlocking a hidden power within the push-up.
Okay.
Speaking of unlocking things,
Yeah.
we've talked a lot about the core, but what about the other muscles involved in a push-up?
Sure.
I know it works the chest, shoulders, and triceps,
Yes.
but are there any other muscles that we might be overlooking?
You're right. Those are the prime movers, but there are also several supporting muscles
Okay.
that play a crucial role in a proper push-up.
Okay, like what?
One of those unsung heroes is the serratus anterior.
The serratus anterior.
Yeah.
That's not exactly a household name in the muscle world.
It's not.
What does it do?
It's a muscle group that wraps around your rib cage,
Okay,
just below your armpits,
right.
and it plays a vital role in stabilizing your shoulder blades.
So it's like the foundation for your shoulders, keeping
Yeah.
everything stable in a line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And when your serratus anterior is strong,
Yeah.
it helps to prevent your shoulder blades from winging out,
Okay.
which can lead to shoulder pain and poor posture.
So a strong serratus anterior is not just about push-ups.
Uh-huh.
It's about overall shoulder health and posture.
Exactly.
I'm starting to see how everything is connected.
It really is.
Yeah.
And another muscle group that often gets overlooked is the rotator cuff,
Oh, yeah.
a group of 4 small muscles that surround the shoulder joint.
I've heard of the rotator cuff, mostly in the context of injuries.
Right.
What's its role in a push-up?
So the rotator cuff muscles act like dynamic stabilizers, controlling the movement of your shoulder joint throughout the push-up.
Okay.
They help to keep the head of your arm bone securely in the shoulder socket,
Right.
preventing impingement and injury.
So it's like they're the guardians of the shoulder,
Yeah,
protecting it from excessive strain.
that's a great way to put it. And strengthening these supporting muscles is crucial, not just for push-ups,
Right.
but for any upper body movement.
Makes sense. So it's not just about the big flashy muscles. It's about the whole team working together to create a smooth and powerful movement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the push-up such a fantastic exercise.
Right.
It challenges your entire body to work in unison, building strength, stability, and coordination.
This is amazing. I feel like I'm gaining a whole new appreciation for the push-up. We've covered proper form, breathing techniques,
Yes.
and now the importance of those supporting muscles.
Right.
What else is there to know? I'm ready to level up even further.
Well, let's talk about warming up.
Okay.
Preparing your body for a push-up workout can help to prevent injury and improve your performance.
Warming up. I thought a few stretches would be enough.
So stretching is definitely important,
Yeah.
but a comprehensive warm-up should also include movements
Okay.
that activate the specific muscles you'll be using during your push-up session.
So it's about getting those muscles fired up and ready to go.
Exactly.
What are some good examples of push-up specific warm-up exercises?
Okay, let's start with arm circles.
Okay.
Stand with your feet shoulder width apart and arms extended out to the sides. Make small circles forward
Yeah.
and reverse the direction.
Yeah.
This helps to loosen up the shoulders
Right.
and increase blood flow to the area.
Okay. Simple but effective. What else?
Wall slides are another great option for warming up the chest and shoulders. Stand facing a wall with your feet a couple of feet away.
Yeah.
Lean forward, placing your hands on the wall at shoulder height. Slowly slide your chest towards the wall,
Okay.
feeling a stretch in your chest and shoulders.
Yeah.
Hold for a few seconds and repeat.
Ah, that's a good one. I can feel it in my pecs already.
All right.
Any other suggestions?
And finally, resistance band pull-aparts are excellent for activating those upper back muscles,
Okay.
especially the rhomboids and middle trapezius,
Yeah.
which play a crucial role in stabilizing your shoulder blades.
Okay. Tell me more about resistance band pull-aparts.
Yeah.
How are they done?
Hold a resistance band in front of you with your arms extended straight out at chest height. Keeping your arms straight, pull the band apart,
Okay.
squeezing your shoulder blades together.
Gotcha.
You should feel the muscles between your shoulder blades activate.
Yeah.
Hold for a few seconds and slowly release.
So it's like I'm giving the band a big hug with my shoulder blades. I
Yeah.
like it. So arm circles, wall slides, and resistance band pull-aparts.
Yes,
A simple yet effective warm-up routine
exactly.
to prime our bodies for those push-ups.
Right, just a few minutes of warming up can make a big difference in your performance
Right.
and help prevent injury.
This is incredible.
Yeah.
I feel like we've only just scratched the surface of the push-up.
Yeah, for sure.
There's so much more to it than I ever imagined.
It really is a movement with hidden depths.
Right.
And we haven't even touched on the mental benefits yet.
The mental benefits. Okay, now I'm really curious.
We'll dive into those next,
Okay.
along with some exciting ways to take your push-ups to the next level.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of the Deep Dive. Welcome back to the Deep Dive. We've been uncovering all the hidden depths of the push-up.
Yes.
Exploring everything from like proper form to, those tiny but mighty supporting muscles.
Yes.
Now, you mentioned something about mental benefits. I'm intrigued.
It's fascinating, really.
Okay.
We often think of exercise as purely physical, but there's a growing body of research highlighting the powerful connection between movement and the mind.
So it's not just about building biceps.
Right.
It's about brain power too. Sign me up.
Exactly. Studies have shown that regular exercise can enhance cognitive function.
Okay.
In a number of ways.
Like what?
It increases blood flow to the brain.
Right.
Stimulates the growth of new brain cells. And can even improve memory, attention, and processing speed.
So it's like a workout for your brain as well as your body.
Precisely.
That's pretty cool.
And while more research is needed specifically on push-ups, any exercise that challenges you physically and gets your heart rate up is likely to have positive effects on your cognitive abilities.
That's pretty amazing. I never thought of push-ups as a brain booster.
Okay.
But what about the more immediate mental benefits? Does exercise impact mood?
Absolutely.
How so?
You know that feeling of accomplishment and energy you get after a good workout?
Yeah.
That's partly due to the release of endorphins.
Right.
Those feel-good chemicals that have mood-boosting and pain-relieving effects.
Oh, yeah, I definitely know that feeling.
Yeah.
It's like a natural high.
Exactly. And exercise can also be a great stress reliever.
Mm-hmm.
When you're focused on your body and your movements,
right,
it's easier to let go of those everyday worries and anxieties.
It's like hitting the reset button on your mind.
That's a great way to put it.
Yeah.
So not only can push-ups help you sculpt a stronger physique,
right,
but they can also contribute to a sharper mind,
okay,
more positive mood, and a greater sense of well-being.
I'm starting to think everyone should be doing push-ups.
I know, right?
It's like a superpower in disguise.
I wouldn't disagree. It's such a versatile and accessible exercise, offering a wealth of benefits for both body and mind.
You know, we've covered a lot of technical aspects of the push-up.
Right.
But I'm wondering how all of this translates to real life.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I can't exactly bust out a set of Spider-Man push-ups while I'm waiting in line at the grocery store.
Maybe not Spider-Man push-ups, but the strength, stability, and body awareness you cultivate. Free push-ups absolutely have real-world applications.
Okay, give me some examples.
Sure.
How does this actually play out in everyday life?
Think about something as simple as carrying heavy grocery bags.
Okay.
That core engagement we talked about, maintaining that straight line from head to heels.
Right.
That's crucial for protecting your back and making the task easier.
So it's like I'm doing a moving plank.
Yes.
Engaging those muscles to support the weight.
Exactly. Or think about pushing a stalled car.
Okay.
Or rearranging furniture.
Right.
That same pushing motion, the power generated from your chest, shoulders, and triceps, it's all connected to the mechanics of a push-up.
Wow. I never realized how much I was unknowingly using push-up muscles in my daily life.
Yeah.
Like a secret fitness code.
It is, and it goes beyond just physical tasks.
Oh.
Good posture, which we mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
is essentially an all-day isometric push-up hold. By strengthening those muscles, you're setting yourself up for better posture naturally.
So no more nagging from mom to stand up straight.
Exactly, and there are even more subtle applications.
Okay.
Think about playing with your kids, lifting them up, swinging them around. That core strength and shoulder stability we've been talking about,
Right.
it all comes into play.
It's amazing how something as simple as a push-up can have such a ripple effect throughout our lives.
Yeah.
It's like fitness with a purpose.
I love that. Fitness with a purpose.
Yeah.
It's not just about aesthetics or arbitrary goals.
Right.
It's about equipping ourselves to move through the world with strength, resilience, and confidence.
Well, I have to say, I'm feeling pretty confident about my push-up game right now.
Okay, good.
Thanks to this deep dive, I feel like I have a whole new understanding and appreciation for this exercise.
It's been my pleasure to share these insights with you.
Yeah.
And remember, knowledge is power, but it's the application of that knowledge that truly makes a difference.
Absolutely. So to our listener, we encourage you to take what you've learned today and put it into practice.
Yeah.
Start with those 10 push-ups.
Okay.
Or a scaled version if needed.
Right.
And focus on those key principles we've discussed. Proper form, core engagement, and mindful breathing.
And don't forget to look for those real-life applications. You might be surprised at how much stronger and more capable you feel.
And as a final thought, consider this.
Okay.
How has this focus on proper form and gradual progression challenged your usual approach to exercise?
Yeah, good question.
Do you tend to jump into things head first?
Yeah.
Or do you prioritize building a solid foundation?
Sometimes the greatest strength comes from slowing down, paying attention to the details, and mastering the fundamentals.
And on that note, we'll wrap up our deep dive into the power of the push-up. We hope you've enjoyed the journey. Until next time, happy pushing.